So, hey guys, so this is a new vid, and I know that I'm basically late for about 2 days, or at least a day at the very least. The reason for that being is, well, in the morning yesterday I was working out, and, really, I kind of overdid it and kind of just passed out. It was nothing too special, but I did kind of just go ahead and fall asleep as soon as I got here. And by the time I woke up, it was around 7 or 8 p.m. Now, normally I would have just made a video, but the problem is the fact that somebody outside, like a neighbor or something, was having a party, and the music really was just too loud for me to to try to record anything. Usually I allow things like as you can hear right about now, like an alarm or something. I'll allow that because, well, it really shouldn't be too bothersome. But they do have sometimes like a loud music or something that's basically I just can't don't particularly want to put you through. So I mean, that's kind of why I didn't make a video because they were up most of the night. Right now it's 5 in the morning. I did pass out too. Also once again, so I mean, yeah. So yeah, today's a new video, and as you can see, it's actually gonna be a Hinata showcase. I do have all of her items. I have her secondary passive. I have both of her passives being the Gentle Step, Twin Line Fist, the Sealed Chakra Punch, and they're both very powerful passives actually. The Sealed Chakra Punch gives you about 200k worth of CP. Same thing for the Gentle Step Line Twin Fist, right about 200k worth of CP. Excuse me. This is her new skin. It doesn't come with any skills. I just like how it looks. But the skill that she has on her is the Dress Hinata skill. Now you can get this skin for 500 gold if you want to buy it. Um, it's a decent skill. Gentle Fist, White Heavenly Dance, deals taijutsu damage to all targets, also decreases ninjutsu defense and physical, basically taijutsu defense of all the targets. It has a chance to stop the chakra recovery of the targets. It does a decent amount of damage, especially depending on how much taijutsu attack you have. But as you can see here, she has all of these 5 items. Those items being the Konohana Headband Hinata Tier 4 at 120. It gives you 84k stamina and 65k ninjutsu attack to any ninja who you equip it to. Now if you equip it to Hinata, she gets an extra 25k ninjutsu attack and 59k HP. Fairly decent item. Hinata Byakugan Tier 4. Sorry about that. I didn't realize I had the noise all the way up. But Hyuga Byakugan Tier 4, level 120. Taijutsu attack 664k plus 65k stamina if you equip it to any ninja. Now if you equip it to Hinata, she gets an extra 67k HP, 58k Taijutsu attack, and 135 tenacity. And she also gets a skill called Byakugan, which has a chance to cast decrease hit and dodge for targets just before she's under attack. So anytime she has a unique skill used against her, she'll be able to cast that Byakugan, which decreases dodge of the enemy cards and hit. Now you have Hinata's Ninja Suit Tier 4 at level 120. It will give you 51k taijutsu defense and 92k ninjutsu defense. Now if you equip it to Hinata, she gets an extra 8k taijutsu attack, 6k dodge, 50k HP, and 40k ninjutsu defense. It also casts an extra skill called 8 Trigrams Vacuum Palm when you release your unique skill. Shackle and deal taijutsu damage to target in 3 rounds. Basically it does taijutsu attack to the target in front of you. Then you have the hand knitted scarf tier 4 at level 120. It gives you 168k stamina. It also gives you an extra 98k HP and 58k taijutsu attack if you equip it to Hinata Hyuga or Naruto Uzumaki. Then finally you have the sandals tier 4. At level 120 it gives you 108k taijutsu attack, 37k dodge, and if you equip it to Hinata Hyuga, she gets an extra 80k HP and 48k ninjutsu defense. And as you can see, these are her stats. 203k hits, 146k dodge, 431k taijutsu attack, 186k ninjutsu attack, 46k genjutsu attack, 8k crit, 146k taijutsu defense, 331k ninjutsu defense, and um, 8 8,553 genjutsu defense. Now, obviously, she has some extra items such as a cursed seal and quite a few of my collection bonuses. So if you want to take off any CP or any amount of tenacity and all of these stats right here, you can just take them off and you'll have her base stats at diamond with all of her items and passives. Once again, so basically remove 910k and you have off of 3.4 million and you have Hinata's combat. Now, do keep in mind that Hinata is a rather powerful card, even more so by the fact that now she has a combination card. Excuse me, with Naruto, so I mean, the stronger that Hinata gets, the stronger that Naruto and Hinata combination card gets. Combine that with Naruto, and you have a very, very powerful card. So yeah. I'm going to go ahead and showcase her just with all of these items and see how it goes. And we're going to go to Heroic Dungeon and we're going to do the Merciless Sasuke. So as you can see here, she releases her first attack, second attack, third attack, and then finally her fourth attack. Each one of her passives gives her an extra attack. She does a decent amount of damage. Not the best, but decently so. I wouldn't recommend using her in the Ninja World War because she's not very good in the Ninja World War, honestly. She is more for PvP and possibly, what do you call it? Dungeons for sealing. But yeah, she's not really a. As you can see, she released her Byakugan. But she's not really a Ninja World War. What do you call it? Card. But yeah, she's dealing a decent amount of damage. I'm actually quite surprised she's survived long enough. She has a decent amount of damage once again. But yeah, she has 4 attacks and a decent amount of hits. So any card that you go up against another card, an enemy team card, if you won't, even if you don't win, you'll at the very least do some damage if Hinata can release. As you can see, she obviously died because she didn't have enough dodge, but I mean, it was round 10 and she nearly killed all of them. She had already taken care of one of them actually. Now, the items I usually put on her are Black Rod Madara tier 4 for hit, stamina, and ninjutsu attack. The Sword of Naruboko for hit, stamina, and ninjutsu defense and ninjutsu attack. And then finally the Yatagatsu tier 4 for taijutsu defense, ninjutsu defense, and stamina. So I mean, her stats on that are boosted, and as you can see with that extra HP and taijutsu defense, she should be able to take him down. Well, based on luck, I suppose. Let's see, let's scoop of head, and yeah, she died. Oh well. But yeah, she's a very decent card. With all of those items paired up on her, and all of the cursed seals, level 7 at the very least, I get 3.9 million worth of combat on her. And keep in mind that once again, I do have the combination card for Fight for Love, which is Naruto and Hinata, which just makes it even deadlier. And we're gonna go ahead and put that here. As you can see, Fight for Love, 5.4 million, and then we go ahead and add Naruto, who I have at 4.5 million. Keep in mind that Naruto and Hinata do get a bonus when they're together, so I mean, once again, that bonus just transfer over to Fight for Love and 5.6 million, while my Naruto and Hinata cards at 4 million more or less each. So yeah, I mean, very powerful cards. Yeah, decent card. I always did say that Hinata was gonna be a powerful card, even if so long as she had her secondary passive, because she releases basically 4 taijutsu attacks. So decent at the very least. Also, I just realized this, but as you can see here, you can actually choose from all 4 of the passive skills. I can put in the Seal Chakra Punch, the Demon Fox Cloak, Gentle Step Twin Line Fist, Multiple Shadow Clone. So I mean, Multiple Shadow Clone would be for DPS. Gentle Twin Lines Fist would be for sealing, I suppose. Seal Chakra Punch, the same thing, to stun and seal. Has a chance to stun the targets for 2 rounds after unique skills released. So I mean, for stunning, Demon Fox for defense because it provides shields. So I mean, yeah, the more versatile that is, the more versatile that the Fight for Love card is. So, but yeah, very decent card. I like the way the new skin for Hinata looks, and I mean, just pair that up with Naruto's Hokage skin. Now, the way you can get the Hokage skin is you can get 60 Naruto biography. It's right over here in the shop. It's right here. You need 60 Naruto's biography. You can get right around 33, 44 actually during this event for free. If you just open the Valentine's Day, not the Valentine's Day, but the Mother's Day items, and you can get more of those Naruto biographies by recharging. Now, for Hinata or secondary passive, you do need to recharge $60 more or less, which is 1,900 gold, and for Naruto, you need to recharge 3,100 gold. So I mean, that's kind of up to you. I'm not going to be consuming during this event because I have all of their items already at this point. Anything I consume would just be me getting 2 of the same kind of items, and I don't need them, so I just not going to consume during this event because it's not convenient. So, yeah, so if any of you were curious, this is actually my team now. Naruto, Hinata, Kaguya, Nagato, Hinata, Raikage, and then Naruto once again. Yeah, 32 million worth of CP. So the reason that shot up so high is partly because of the secondary passive for Hinata. It did provide around 400k total worth of CP because 200k went towards Hinata and then another 200k went towards the Fight for Love card. So I mean, anytime that Hinata gets stronger or Naruto gets stronger, the Fight for Love card gets stronger. So I usually equip better items on the Naruto and Hinata, just so I can get that little boost on the Fight for Love card. But yeah, those they get stronger the stronger that those 2 cards get. And the other 600k worth of CP boost is actually because I got Diamond not Naruto, but Diamond Sasuke, as you can see here. Yeah, I finally got him to Diamond. The reason I've been meaning to get him to Diamond is because I have Inazami Itachi, and Diamond Sasuke and Inazami Itachi have a collection which gives you around 600k worth of CP when you open it, and I opened it, and I now have 32 million worth of CP because of that collection. So yeah, collections are very important. Keep that in mind. But yeah, for me right about now, my weakest card is actually Nagato. If I can actually boost Sasuke all the way up to at the very least 3.8 million, I should be able to get a team that's stronger than this one right about now. The reason being is because Sasuke would give a bonus to Naruto and the Naruto Hina card. So you know that would get stronger too. So I mean, but unfortunately, with these items right here, I would still need to get his items to tier 4, which is another 1,000. I mean, 18k worth of rare ore. So I mean, I still don't know whether he'll be able to make it into my team. But either way, he's a decently powered card. I will certainly use him for DPS when it comes to the Ninja World War. But yeah, that's about it for the showcase today. That was Hinata, strong card, 4 million worth of CP. And yeah. What else? Yeah, not much else. We're going up against let's say, server 4, I believe. So, I mean, nobody's attacked me from server 4. So, yeah. But I've managed to get 14k worth of gold. I mean, rare ore. I should be able to get another 9k at the very least during this event. Possibly 12k more during this event. Worth of rare ore, and I should be able to get the rest of Sasuke's items up to tier 4 and see if I can put Sasuke into my team by the end of today, but who knows really. But yeah. It's kind of ironic that Nagato's my weakest card. Quite honestly, I kind of wish that he wasn't my weakest card. It should still be Hinata, but the fact is, since I have him silver, he's actually severely weakened. Like if I had him gold, he would at the very least be 4.1 million, and if I were to add in his secondary passive, he would have at the very least another 100k worth of CP. So he should be at the very least 4.2 million, but unfortunately I only have him at 3.9 million. And keep in mind that Nagato does have a collection with Itachi, so if I were to have a gold Nagato and a Inazami Itachi, I would have another collection, and that collection is really, really powerful. So I mean, I would have an even stronger team than I would have right now. But at the time, I couldn't get gold Nagato, even if I spent a lot, because I would have still been missing a couple of deep belief to make that final Nagato into reanimated Nagato, and I wouldn't have gotten Nagato either way. I would have just gotten like 2 reanimated Nagatos and one what's it called, and one some sort of heavenly life technique Nagato. But yeah, I mean, that's about it for this video, really. That was a showcase. And yeah, I mean, I like this amount of CP that I have, 32 million, right on the dime, more or less. I don't think I'm going to be going up anytime soon. Really, I'm just going to save up until there's like a Hashirama event. And I'm not even sure whether I'll buy anything on the Hashirama event. I'll probably just go ahead and consume just enough to get a purple card Hashirama. Because at this point, I'm kind of curious to see how much Hashirama can do in terms of overclocking. How much more can he boost up my team if I were to just get Hashirama and nothing else? So, I mean, I'm just kind of curious about that. So, yeah, this is actually my current Ninja World War team. I figure I'll probably take out either Jiraiya or Naruto and Hinata combination card. Right about now, it's kind of feeling like Jiraiya, but that may change in the future. Who knows? But yeah, so that's about it for the what do you call it, for the showcase part of the event. And we're gonna go to YouTube. And actually, before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and lower the volume. Sorry that I didn't do it before. But here we go. Oh yeah, I was reading into some of the whole new PlayStation thing. Kind of interested in upgrading because if they do a deal where I can just sell my PS4 or like trade in my PS4 for the newest PS4, I may just do that. But I mean, it's sounding like a lot of developers are not liking that, so it's kind of like, should I not? But okay, so let's see daily Q&A, and so here we go. So how do I get Hinata's new skin? My friend has it, but he didn't recharge. So see, I answered this question nearly instantly, or as soon as possible, because of the fact that the only way to get Hinata's skin, to my knowledge, was to go ahead and recharge 220 gold only that day. If I would have waited, he probably wouldn't have gotten an answer. But he says, but my friend got it and he didn't recharge. Smidden, I don't know how he did that, if he did that, so I'm sorry, man. Aizo, I can't beat Danzo in Dungeon 19-11. I am a level 10 Clan Gold Naruto. Recreational. Reoccurring Obito. Mangekyo Sharingan Sasuke. Orochimaru 100 Tongues Sakura. And second Kamui Kakashi. Did he say 19-12? 19-11. You really shouldn't have a problem with that, Aizawa. Especially with the team that you're saying. Let's see how Danzo does. Obviously, he's going to die up against my team. But sometimes I forget the formation that the enemy uses. So that's why I just need a quick refresher. I would recommend putting the Renengan bloodline on Obito and equipping the Shira Tensei skill skill, active skill on him with as much chakra recovery as you can. As long as Obito hits, he should be able to stun Danzo. Anything else would just be a matter of DPS. So the Shida Tensei active skill on Obito with the no actives on anybody else, just DPS. You may want to switch out Sakura. Actually, keep in Sakura if you ever at what do you call it? Shinobi World War Sakura. If you don't, switch out Sakura and just use Shida Tensei to stun lock Danzo, and you should be able to defeat the dungeon fairly easily. I'm surprised you're having trouble with that, man. Especially with the team that you say you have. So have Obito go first with his Kamui skill. It should stun Danzo for 3 rounds, and then add in the he should be able to constantly stun Danzo with his Shida Tensei skill, and then have everybody else DPS a hell lot of Danzo. Can't really offer anything else, really. Izarith, thanks, so he's great once again. Thank you, Maddie. Thank you, Izarith. Sorry, how do you take out Hanzo in 23-12? I'm getting one hit on any and every card, every hit I give out. He's gonna be a bit of a tough nut to crack because even at my level, I'm fairly sure he still does a decent amount of damage even if I hit him. Yeah, it looks like he didn't do a lot, but keep in mind that my card has an insane amount of HP. I would recommend putting a lot of tenacity on your cards. Maybe a shield or two, because as you can see, it actually takes away from the shield and not from the actual HP. If you have a shield on your item, on your cards, tenacity, ninjutsu defense would be the best things to put on your cards. A lot of HP boosting items. I know it sounds like really a cop-out for me to say that, but sometimes some cards you really just can't beat them with DPS, especially if you're lower level. So that's the best advice I can give you. May want to play defensively. I would actually recommend Tsunade Diamond if you have her, because she has her slug scroll, not slug scroll, but her Shinobi Waldorf skill, which I think is called Summoning Slug, if I recall correctly. Let's see. That's not it. Yeah, Summoning Slug, and if you're lucky enough, the slugs should tank 1 or 2 of the recoil hits. Otherwise, you're really just looking at having enough HP to tank 1 or 2 of the hits, and just getting ninjutsu defense on your cards to try to survive the recoil and a lot of the tenacity if you can get it. The Curse Seal of the Sun would actually give you right around 500 tenacity, which would be very, very helpful towards you. So yeah, that's about all of the advice I can offer, Maddie. Goofy, can you show us your curse seals on Hinata, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura? Really all you need to know, Goofy, is any curse seal that I put on my cards are the basics, like, especially if they're in my CP team, as you can see here. Any cards that are in my team, really, for the Ninja World War, any sort of showcase or anything except for the combination cards. Any cards really, they have Curse Seal of Wrath, at the very least level 3. The reason they're level 3 is because for me, one of my collections, which I do think is the Diamond Jiraiya, Diamond Orochimaru, and Diamond Tsunade collection, gives me about 50 points worth of Fury, so it lets me just get away with doing a Curse Seal of Wrath times 3. But yeah, that's why I have those Curse Seals of Wrath level 3. But for your team, if you don't have that collection, I would recommend Curse Seal of Wrath level 5. Everything else is just really by the book. Curse Seal of Fate, Curse Seal of the Moon, Seal of Earth, Seal of Fire, Seal of the Sun, Seal of Shadow. Upgrade those as high as you can, and you're not going to go wrong, because they give you small boosts, but they do give you a boost. Now, the reason I don't put it on the Naruto Hinata card is because it doesn't particularly affect that card. At least I don't think so. I mean, I could equip them to them, but it doesn't feel like it would actually do anything. I'm gonna leave the Curse Seal of Wrath. Because, for example, for Fury, they will instantly use the Fury from their combination cards. So I mean, as long as Naruto or Hinata has Curse Wrath 5 and 3, they should be able to release their skill, their unique skill on the first turn. And I suppose it did provide a boost. I mean, I guess. But apart from that, that's really about it. Nothing too special when it comes to curse seals. Quite a lot of my bonuses come from like collections. They come from exclusive items for those cards, passive skills, and such. So I mean, don't read too much into it. Hey Luis, an extra crossover of mine. Could you record when you fight with people like Ray, and Daoku, etc.? Um, I could, I suppose, but I rarely face out against them anymore. I mean, Daoku, whenever I face him, he usually destroys me, which goes to say the strength of Daoku, really, more than anything. Ray, I don't think he comes after me anymore. It's kind of like this tense neutrality. If he doesn't attack me, I won't attack him. I think it's part of the reason no one in server 1 has actually, I mean server 4 right about now, has actually attacked me. I don't know about Obito if they've attacked Obito, but that would be kind of stupid because as far as I know, he's only like a million or two lower than I am at the most, and he should go up at the very least 600k soon enough. Um, but yeah, nobody has attacked me from server 1, I guess, just because of my reputation, I suppose, and having high CP. But yeah, as you can see here, anybody else is really just low level players who don't know better, I suppose. But yeah, if they don't attack me, I usually won't go into the gold mines and antagonize them. Like, if I really wanted to, I could just be a dick and take out Ren War, Mangetsu, Eraser. I could just go in there and take them out. Because I'm fairly sure I'm the strongest right about now in this server and server 4. But at the same time, they don't attack me. I usually won't attack them. It sounds arrogant as fuck, but I mean, it's 32 million worth of CP, so I mean, if you can take me down, awesome, dude. That just means I have more work to do. But yeah. But yeah, like I said, it's very rare that I attack them or that they attack me. Daoku, he just messes around sometimes. Like, I remember last time we were talking and, I mean, he noticed that he obliterated me. This was back when I only had like 29 million, I think. I was close to 30 million worth of CP, but he annihilated me. It wasn't even a contest. And, he's like, dude, I'll just go to gold mines, you can go to diamond. And he let me. It was pretty cool of him. Ray, I never really talked to him. But I guess same thing, kind of like a tense neutrality. You don't attack me, I don't attack you. Because if sometimes there's a glitch where if you're around 1 million worth of CP, uh, close to NCP wise, you can actually just go back and forth. Whoever attacks first will, go first, even if you have a lower amount of CP or if you have a higher amount of CP. So I mean, Daoku and I one time, like we got into it because, well, I didn't know that it was a glitch, and well, he just thought I was playing along, which just goes to show like the mentality of Daoku. Um, but me and him went at it, and like I would attack him, I would take him out. He would attack me, he would take me out, and like we went at this for like 5 mines with back to back, and I'm fairly sure he was just testing like the CP limit to see just how much of a CP difference it would take for the glitch to activate. But yeah, like he would destroy me, I would destroy him, so on and so forth until I message him. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is happening? It's like, oh, I was just testing this out. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess. And yeah, at the end of the day, it's like truce because I mean, we won't get anything done if we just attack each other back and forth, back and forth. I mean, we'll just lose mine chances and ore. So we're like, okay, truce. And then like the next time we faced off, he obliterated me. And like he only did it once really, and he's like, you want to take the diamond mines while I go to my gold? I'm like, you offered, man, so thanks. And he just let me at diamond without any real attacks. I think he still attacked Obito, but he was kind of cool and just didn't do anything to me. He's awesome that way, really. Um, let's see. I'm at AP. Is it just me or does the clan chat not work? I don't see nothing on it, even if I write something. Yeah, it doesn't work. For like a week it worked. Very, very long time ago. But then it didn't work. And anytime you message the devs about that, they're like, yeah, we're working on that. Which I kinda call bullshit on them working on it, but who knows? Um Aim X Venom the Chameleon. I'm gonna call you the Chameleon. Yo, great video. Have you ever done a tutorial on how to beat the three tails? How should I do it? Yeah, like Maddie says it really nicely. Kuruma Naruto is one of the better cards to have for the Tailed Beast. The only way that you can get it better would be to have a strongest father and son Naruto, and that's because strongest father and son Naruto's skill, the Inspiring Serial Spheres, it's just OP in most ways. I think I did a quick test run with just the stats, which were decent at the very least. They are. I mean, I know they're a lot for other people, but these stats are decent for me. Very, very low when you compare it to like my usual stats of these cards. It sounds arrogant as fuck, but yeah, you look at the stats and they speak for themselves. My lowest stats with Taijutsu and Ninjutsu attack wise is Hinata, and she's a bit of a hybrid of both. But with just the stats, this Naruto, when equipped with the Cursula Wrath act, no, not even the Cursula Wrath, with the many Ultra Big Expiring Soul Spheres, level 1, and I'm fairly sure he took out he by himself was able to take down the Almighty Push, which I mean should tell you something. Well, I mean to me, Almighty Push isn't that hard anymore. But I know for a lot of people they struggle with it. So yeah, Kuruma Naruto will definitely do the job for you. It really just gives you an extra ninjutsu attack. Just some extra buffs. But yeah, very very strong card. So Kuruma Naruto would do best. Sealing. I think he means instead of stunning because you can't stun the beast. But sealing works. With Hinata, Neji, and such Kabuto. Kakashi would be good. He at I think it's either no, it's Space Time Kakashi. When he gets to that point, he can use the skill called Space Time Kamui, I believe, or Kamui. It's his stronger version of his Kamui, and Ki will always deal the damage that his Kamui says he's gonna deal. So let's see. Kamui's Dimension, for example, at level 80, it will always deal 1900k. I mean 190k worth of debuff damage every time he hits anything with it. So long as it's able to, take debuff damage. So I mean Kakashi would be good if nothing else. But yeah. I do have a video way back, like all the way back over here. Let's see if I can find it. I think it's like when I first started making videos. Just do keep in mind that I started making videos a long time ago. Well, feels like a long time ago. And I usually do daily videos. With every other week or so, I'm missing a video, maybe two. So, I mean, there's a lot of videos to go through. And yeah, see, like Three Tails was right here. Me taking it down with the team right there. How to take on the three-tailed beast. See, share. The reason I'm actually sharing that is because, first of all, it's a very short video, so I'm sure that's attractive because most of my videos are very long now. Which I'm sorry for that, but easier to get info across if they're a little longer. But also because I had a much weaker team at that point. Very, very much weaker team. It was, hopefully you can follow that link or copy it. And it just doesn't show there. But yeah, a lot weaker team. I think I was at 2 million worth of CP, which at the time was rather high. But nowadays that's really, really low. So I mean, yeah. Another question, how do I get the Matatabi Flame Bloodline? I imagine you seal Matataba inside your guy. I did. Does the Tailed Beast have to be a certain level? When you click Inherit Tailed Beast, that costs 1,000 gold. What does it do and is it worth it? So if you want the bloodline, it has to be sealed into the right Jinjuriki. Like Reyes said. For example, if I were to seal I did seal the nine-tailed beast, the nine-tailed fox, Kuruma, into Naruto perfectly, and you got this bloodline nine-tails Kuruma power. If I were to seal the nine-tails perfectly into the right Kage, he would not get the seal. I mean, he would not get that bloodline. He would get all of the power of the nine-tails, but he wouldn't get the seal in there. So the bloodline that Naruto gets when you seal it in time. So if you want the Matatabi Flame bloodline, you're actually gonna have to equip it to Yugito. This lady right over here. She's the Jinjuriki of the two tails. Jinjuriki meaning the human sacrifice, if I recall correctly. It's been a while since I read any Naruto manga. Actually, there supposedly is a new Naruto, a Boruto manga. So I'm gonna be checking that out. But yeah, you're gonna have to seal it into this lady. You can only Yugito. Yeah, there you go. You can only get her during a ninja draw or during her event. I'm not quite sure she's good. I'm fairly sure she's not very good. But I mean that may change in the future. So I mean if you want to go ahead and try that, go for it. But at the moment she's not very good. I actually have my two tails sealed into Zetsu. So yeah. Let's see. Now inherit. What does inherit do? Basically inherit. You go to change and you put inherit. You select one-tailed beast, see the Shikaku, and then you choose like somebody that's either the same level or lower level. So like the six tails is lower level or the same level as the Shikaku. You click inherit, and the six tails would go up one level, and that's about it really. You can only do this once per tailed beast, so the Shikaku would only be able to inherit towards the six tails if you do inherit towards the six tails. You can't do it towards a tailed beast that has a higher level. It has to be either the same level or a lower level tailed beast. Is it worth it? I mean, it saves you having to do one entire level on the tailed beast with like silver, clicking and clicking and clicking. And I know a lot of people have a much lower amount of tries than I do. So I mean, is it worth it? Possibly, but just choose your event wisely because it does consume gold. It is 1k. It's not a small amount. So I mean, that's really all I have to say about that. Let's see. There you go, Maddie. Kind of says right. Dope boy, bro. Thank you for the video for the tailed beasts. I beat 8 tails and 9 tails with only 6 million CP. Yeah, dude, that's really impressive. Nice, man. I was like, Maddie, yeah. I think I saw this on Facebook. One of either you tagged me or somebody tagged me, and they said how they used the overclock strategy with Tsunade, and he said that it took him 30 tries. But I mean, you got it done in the end, right? So there you go. Good job, dope. I'm Maddie P. I could have sworn I just read that. Jason Bowie, how do I get a good passive for Sasuke? PS, I'm free to play. The Lightning Clone is a rather good passive for Sasuke. It's not the best passive, obviously, but it's a decent passive for Sasuke. And then his other passive being the Susanoo. Those are really the two best passives that you can equip to Sasuke. Anything else really would have to be like Gate Alive and possibly the Lightning God armor. So I mean, really those are your only two options when it comes to big passives. Let's see. Luis, I have a question. I'm kind of late. How do you overclock? I've answered this quite a bit, but Maddie answers it perfectly. You need at the very well, you don't need an upgraded Orochimaru, Maddie. You just need a purple card or Orochimaru, but you need his tier 4 ring. You also need to have either Jiraiya Gold, a purple card Hashirama with the Hobi Technique passive, Sakura with her level 105 passive Unrivaled Strength, Tsunade with the Unrivaled Strength, Diamond or Gold. And you have to put them after or before Orochimaru goes. You have to put them before him. And for Tsunade and Sakura, for them to deal a lot of damage, you have to go ahead and equip the Slug Scroll. For Jiraiya, you have to go ahead and equip his Fukusaku and Shima item. And for Hashirama, you just need his passive skill, and that's about it. But yeah, the requirements are rather high because you need the tier 4 ring. As far as I know, any Orochimaru event, you actually need 15k worth of gold consumption to get it. Hashirama is just a pain in the ass to get at any point in time. Usually you have to consume a fuck ton for him, or you have to go ahead and buy him, which is a lot of cash. Tsunade and Sakura are not hard to get, but they are rather tedious to do so. You can grind them out. Tsunade, you either have to buy her or consume for her, so I mean that's just a bigger difficulty. So I mean those are the ways you can do it. Sasuke can do it too, but his is a little more natural. You can't overclock him, I believe, only with Hashirama. But with his Indara arrow, he just gets stronger to the point where it looks like he overclocks. I mean, as long as he gets a red Curcio from Orochimaru, you're fine. But yeah, Maddie explains it more or less correctly. Yeah, there you go. Carla Diaz says the Hobi technique. I'm Maddie. Is it just me? Could have sworn I read that like 3 times. Aizo Fowler? Need help beating Danzo in the 19th dungeon. I tried answering that already, I think. Gold Naruto, Orange Mask, Obito. Yeah, I already answered that one. Chase the Champs. Is there any way to get an original Kibo besides a Konohana Boy event? Recharging during this event, you're gonna get a Team 8 package. Otherwise, the boys event, or go to the trial dungeons right over here. Do the art trial, and you have a chance to get a Kiba fragment, which is just enough for 1 green Kiba. Jim Bob, is Demon Lantern a good passive for Indra Sasuke since it gets stronger and releases every turn? Also, my Sasuke is silver and I have no other passives to use besides Gate of Healing and Lightning God Armor. Actually, that could be very, very good because you're right. It's based on ninjutsu attack and it deals ninjutsu damage after every turn. So yeah, it would actually be a good passive skill to use. I mean, I'm not quite sure how well it would be used or how much damage it would do in the higher dungeons, but yeah, it should be good. So I mean, Jim Bob, you've given me actually something to think about. I may actually equip that passive, the Demon Lantern, to my Sasuke now. So yeah, that would actually be very, very interesting to see. I'm gonna test it out later. So thanks, Jim Bob. Also, I was talking if it's good for war. In the lower levels, it certainly would be. I mean, it should be. But you have to realize that the higher you get in the war, the higher the defense that they have. Like at stage 50 or floor 50, whatever you want to call it, the cards get an insane amount of ninjutsu defense. Like my Naruto, if he didn't deal 3 million or more damage on his unique skill, his damage would not register. And I would have to rely on the debuffs. Obviously now I do like 10 millions regularly, but before I would get to the stage 50 or floor 50, and I couldn't deal damage because they would just get the normal unique skill damage, the ninjutsu damage would just be nerfed because of the fact that they had so much ninjutsu defense. So yeah, I mean, it could possibly be good for the war. I'm gonna be testing that out later. But it looks like my house is waking up essentially. So that's about it for this video. Leave a like if you liked it. Leave a dislike if you don't. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with a new video. Yeah, sorry for the wait, but really, just things kind of piled up this time. I think I broke my toe too. I was running an obstacle course, and like, while jumping part of the fence and not a fence, a wall, a wooden wall on the obstacle course, basically like slammed my toe up against it, and I felt a lot of pain. I mean, I don't know whether it's broken. I doubt it's broken because I can still flex it and such. Like, move it up and down. um, but yeah, you're like a bitch, and so like I kind of just bandaged it up and went to sleep, and that's why for most of the day I didn't do the video. I also got pretty banged up. Like I fell off the monkey bars, took a not a nasty fall, but I did take a fall. And then on my second try on the wall, I nearly did fall, but I was able to catch myself. And the first time I tried the fence wall, I climbed it, but I didn't quite make it over the other side. Like I made it over the other side, but crap, my phone. But I kind of like, I didn't particularly know how to get off the fence. So I just slammed and fell down on my ass. It was pretty funny. Like I didn't really get hurt. It was just like running an obstacle course. It's fun as hell, if not tiring. So it was good exercise, but I did get a little banged up. Like I used my knees quite a bit when I was jumping the wall once or twice. So, because there's a couple of walls and a couple of fences, and so yeah, I used my knees, so those got cut up. We moved truck tires, so that was fun. And yeah, I mean, did a lot, but I got a little banged up in the process. So yeah, I needed to sleep it off. So that's about it for this video. Opito sent me a sticker. I'm going to see what that's about. And I think there's a new question, so let's check that out before I go. Could have sworn there was a new question. Yeah. Oh well. So yeah, leave a like if you liked it, leave a dislike if you don't. So I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with a new video. Bye.